Hello, this is Anders, and this is my market analysis. We are looking at the S&P 500 chart on the 1 day, and we can see a big rising wedge. This is not a bullish sign. If this pattern would break to the downside, we would normally be looking at targets at the bottom, which is about COVID levels. Investors should be very cautious when they see these patterns, especially when you have multiple indicators telling you that there might be a bearish future. We also know that institutions and retail investors have invested a record amount of leveraged positions in the S&P and other places in the market. This means that if this market falls, it will fall fast because it will force investors out of their positions and create panic. Next, we also know that the S&P is closing in on a huge 4,000 level, which is an emotional level, and investors have been looking to take profits at this level for a while now. In addition to that, we have an event coming up after market close today. It is the Biden is announcing the infrastructure package, which is going to talk about how he wants to pay for all of the money that they have been borrowing throughout COVID. There are speculations on what it could be, and it's mostly taxes. As far as the market is concerned, they have no worry in the world. The market sentiment is in the clouds. Everybody thinks that everything is fine and that all the damage that was done during COVID is just over with and things will come back to normal real fast. We know that that is not true, and it's just a matter of time before the market realizes that. So with this event coming up today, we might see the start of what could be one of the biggest sell-offs in a long time. If the S&P 500 decides to break downwards in full panic, we can expect to see targets all the way down in 3,400s, maybe even in the 3,200s, which would put a lot of the smaller investors out of play, especially the ones that have done leveraged positions. I'm not only cautious of this happening, I'm actually expecting it to have some sort of a breakdown during this, just to shake out some of the smaller over-leveraged investors. Next up, I'd like to talk about something positive. I'd like to give out some investment ideas. What I'm expecting to happen to the market is what has been happening here, and ticker symbol VIAC. And this was overly leveraged, and when they had a small fall, it turned out to a ginormous fall because institutions were forced out of their big positions and had to take the big loss because the banks didn't want to take the loss themselves. Now that all of the leveraged positions have been squeezed out, the stock is not as risky if a market were to fall, because this stock has already fallen. Good investment stock, and it is very attractive. For targets, first target should be about 60, and then for longer term holds, probably about 90. I also love SOS, ticker symbol SOS, because this stock is a company that is mining Bitcoin, and if the Bitcoin prices go up, this price will follow. When the media covers Bitcoin a lot, especially during new all-time highs, this stock goes crazy. It is now back down to its prior breakout level, which was around 450. And because I'm expecting Bitcoin to make new highs, I think this is a good investment for a short-term play to try and get it back up to the $15 level where it has been before. This is not a long-term hold because I don't think Bitcoin will continue to go up forever, but this stock will reflect the Bitcoin price. Thank you. That was everything. I'm going to start doing more of these. Hopefully, I'll be better over time. I'm trying to learn as I go. Hopefully, you got something out of this video.